Hello, I'm Kelly. I channel spirit guides, and I'm calling in Anna, the grandmother of Jesus, and John Ben Zachariah, also her grandson. John, Mary Magdalene, and Jesus were cousins, and they're going to teach me about astral travel. This is episode 2. I would like to hear about how to prepare your consciousness for astral travel. Is Babaji involved? And what does it have to do with, I'm feeling tired right now, lately. Dear Kelly, the challenge of explaining all of this to you is that you already have a way of understanding your world. And the way that you have been taught about your world, you could say it's elementary, you could say it's ignorant and linear. Linear is the word, because you think it's like you can see the whole path. It's just milestones that you check mark. That's what you think of progression through life as. But actually, Kelly's learning more and more that it's remembering more conscious ways of living, more expansive ways of living, more ecstatic ways of living. When we say ways of living, we mean understanding how to relate with the world around you. And the path to closing down your ancient ecstatic lifestyle ways was a bunch of torture. You know, it was like, and confusion. So when you're distracted, it's a form of mind control. When your freedoms are taken away, including your safety, that's a form of mind control. It opens up your mind to helplessness and survival. And if you're kept there long enough, you can't maintain the frequency of the higher subtle realms. So your guys are stuck in a lower, dense, limited realm. And you can exit that realm by slowing down, and in like a mature way, how you would handle a chaotic situation, you'd stay grounded. You wouldn't join everybody else in their panic. You'd stay grounded, and you'd walk up to the situation and you'd observe for a minute, and you'd see what you'd decide what the priorities are from that calm state. And then you'd make a plan and you'd execute, staying calm, calling on help, delegating to people what to be in charge of, and demonstrating the example of staying calm through it. So as you guys are stuck in this mind-controlled, confusing, traumatic world, we're up here, we're outside, because that mind-controlled world, the matrix, is a dream. It's an illusion. You're in a nightmare. You're having a night terror where you want to be up, but you don't know how to get out, okay? So we begin with the original creation mythology of separation from God, leading to an illusion, so that you can begin the framework of a new belief system to build on, so that you can operate within a system that makes sense. Right now, you're operating on the rules you were taught in a mad world, and so you keep running up with problems because those rules are set up to bring you problems. So we have to teach you how to unlearn that and replace it with a new, completely operating system. Okay? And it begins with understanding the framework of reality, and that is that you're in a dream. We call it the third dimension, the matrix. And you have access to a voice that's outside the dream because you are awake in the fifth dimension at the same time that you're sleeping in the third dimension. Because in reality, everything is one. But within the illusion, there's a dream of separation. But if you stumble upon the thoughts and behaviors that allow you to hear the voice of your awoken self, that awoken self knows you better than anyone and sees you in the dream and can help you wake up. They know the words that they need to tell you that are going to convince you it's going to be better to open your eyes than keep them closed. And that person who has those words for you is existing on the frequency of compassion and love and freedom. And they're going to tell you what you need to hear to unlearn the lies that are keeping you asleep. Okay, so we've got this image of reality being all as one and the illusion being this separate little fractal. Okay, well, the astral realm from your perspective in humanity is the matrix. You can explore the entire matrix, past and future. Galactic is still part of the matrix. Yes, all the ETs that are out there are still part of the matrix, but they have conscious access to their higher selves outside the matrix, so they come and go as they want. And they can, if we are resonating at the right frequency, they can communicate with us from where we are as well. They can go in and out. That's why Nana Anna was able to walk in, because she understands that technology. They're geneticists. They understand how to breed souls into the dream. Okay, they're consciously designing the dream, but the dream exists for us to have free will, so they give us free will to choose whether or not we consciously receive their help or not. And that's what I'm doing, Kelly, is I'm explaining this to people. So, the astral realm on Earth is the most limited version of reality in the astral that you can be conscious with. There are worlds that are beyond your understanding, beyond the firmament. Okay, yeah, just start talking about the firmament. Yeah, there is a firmament, people. You call it the atmosphere, you know. You just don't have the language for it yet. So, and the ideology to put it all together, but we're going to help you figure it out. So beyond the firmament, to get beyond the firmament, it's actually, you need a portal or to consciousness ability. Like, you have to learn it, you have to figure it out, how to get it through it consciously. But astral travel will take you there. Astral travel can get you beyond the firmament, but still within the matrix. So you can go visit the rest of the galaxy like that. And then there's ascension, and that's exiting the matrix. But in order to ascend, it's good to practice astral travel. So that's what Kelly understands. And I smoked some mugwort, but I knew it wasn't going to take me anywhere because I had coffee and like I wasn't really prepared. But I was just like, you know, a shaman sort of just takes it in a little bit at a time. And so I just observed. I asked Nana Anna to be with me and John to be with me. And I observed my feelings. And what I noticed was that I did get really confused. Like lately, I feel like maybe it's some sort of psychic fog. I feel a psychic fog on me lately. And it's because I'm trying to raise my frequency, but I don't quite know what I'm doing. So I'm running up into frequencies that are not really resonating with me. So they're a little bit off. They're not really what I meant to give me clarity as I merge with. And in order for me to clean that fog, I got to get more clean in my body, because as everything within manifests without. So when I see fog in my mind, I just feel kind of spacey, like I can't focus. It doesn't mean I'm sick. It means that I've expanded into a place where I need to clean up again. And I need to hover here for a little bit and clean up my lifestyle, which is what I have control over. Clean up my meditation habit, my routines, the foundations that I have established for my future success, which are a part of my routines and part of my plans. They want me to plan more. so that I can anchor in the good habits that are going to raise my frequency on a regular basis, so that I just keep raising my frequency. That's my habit. That's my goal in life, is to raise my frequency, because I want to be a good mom. And the better example I am and the better environment that I keep, it's going to help my kids grow up healthy and as strong as they can. And in order for me to have a good environment, I just need to raise my frequency. So I'm setting the example and I'm living it. And so that's what they told me was the work. The work is to raise your frequency, to learn about the light body and heal it, because that's the fast track of becoming your higher self, or becoming your highest version in this life. So this is very foundational to understanding astral travel. So when you're going to go into your mugwort experiences, it's a good idea to pray ahead of time for someone to be with you. Shamanic Journey 101, find a guide. You got to find a guide who resonates with the frequency of love or above. And grandmas are great for that, and animals are great for that, and angels are great for that. Find someone that you trust to keep your frequency protected while you explore the astral realms. So Kelly, you've already been doing this, but you do struggle with feeling your body. So that's what you're going to have to do, is to really, that's why the fog is bringing you to your gut. You need to clean up your gut and love your body and nurture and cherish your body as your temple. And as you walk that path of detoxing, the clarity, it will come as within, so without, right? This is step 2. And so it is. Namaste.